On a good news minute. So, all right, welcome to the team call. It's March 3rd. It's March Madness. Woo, whatever you want to call it. Hello to everybody's beautiful face. I love that some people get their makeup on and some don't. That's real. Anyway, so I'm super excited because tonight's our call topic is going to be recruiting coaches that want success. And Teresa has been in the business a long time, and she got started back in the dinosaur days of Beachbody. No, I'm kidding, Teresa. She got started, and she had pretty much no upline support, and has really just learned this business from the hard knocks. No training was handed to her on a silver platter, and she's gone through all the everything that she's learned. She's really learned from experience. And she's had phases, I know, in her business where she felt like, gosh, why can't I recruit anyone that wants to work? But then some things that just clicked and turned on for her, that she was attracting all of these people that are doing really well. And it's just happening for her. And it didn't just happen, because I've watched her build this thing for the last 3 years. And I'm just really proud of the leader that she is. And I'm proud to be a part of Team Motivate. So I'm going to first go through some announcement slides, and then I'm going to turn it over to Teresa, and she's going to take it away. So let me see if I can screen share and do all this in, my team, y'all are laughing. It makes you like, I know you don't know how to do technology, Emma. This is funny. Okay. All right, so can you guys see? Can you see this? Somebody unmute. Say yes, because I can't see you now. Yes?
Yes, we can, Emma.
Thanks, Kira Kinsey. I know your voice.
You're welcome.
Okay, so on my Brittany story, I had to share the quote, but never lose your passion to dream. And I just thought that was so cool for each one of us, because we're all going to build our business very, very differently, and we all need to just be true to ourselves and keep going, when the times are tough. Okay. So, new Emerald coach, congratulations to Christine. We have a shiny new Emerald. Enjoy those coach leads and your team cycle bonus. Way to go. New master trainer. Way to go, Kent Morris. That is just so cool, because we all got to experience the master at work at our Fierce Fit leader retreat. He is just born for that. Man, he's good. Okay, Success Club leaders and Success Club, way to go. We had some killer numbers last month, and you guys, do the math. We couldn't even fit like the Almost Success Club on there. Do the math really quickly if you want to. If not, I can tell you last month total Success Club points were 656 for our team. So take that and figure out how many people's lives that was changed through the Beachbody fitness opportunity. So how cool is that? So way to go, team. And Bria killed it. Chelsea killed it. Kira Kinsey, Jennifer Herbert, Rachel Wilbur, Chanel, Terry, Angela, Emily, Rachel. It's amazing. All you guys, I could go through them all. Personal volume leaders, way to go. Congratulations, Casey. That's a new name on there. All right, just a little FYI, if you didn't hear the March surge, I would highly recommend you tune into it. The playback is on YouTube at teambeachbody.com, or .com/teambeachbody, and it's about 2 hours long, so put it on and take a few notes about the new on-demand. Also new is the new super sampler that has all the flavors. Yes, and so everybody can try them all, and you can offer that to your different challenges. Beachbody on Demand, check it out, and we're going to talk about this in our Fierce Fit page tomorrow. What your thoughts are? Have you tried it? Who do you think this will be good for? And how to your business. If you didn't know, the challenge pack is available, including On Demand and Shakeology. It's a pretty awesome deal. This has been requested for a very long time, and it's just going to get better and better. And so get in front of the path and make sure that you're figuring out how to take this out to the people that need it. Brand new from from Beachbody is that the new coaches are all going to get an invitation to do a 15-minute call with, what's her name? Leanne Ruff, that designs all of our training programs like Coach Basics and Emerald to Diamond training. And she is going to do a 15-minute call with them, just welcoming them to Beachbody. And that's really a great opportunity for them. And so all new coaches will get an email, and then we're going to be notified of the date. I think it's March 4th is the very first one, and it's coaches that signed up in the last 60 days. So that's tomorrow. I'll get you the info into your spit. This is not supposed to replace your leadership when you sponsor someone. You're still supposed to be the one that is mentoring them and guiding them along the way. Okay. We have a couple of promotions this month. Of course, there's Beachbodyopoly, Hit Success Club 5. Comment below if you already have Jen Bottom. Or I think Bria also has. Good job, you guys. Beachbodyopoly, very good. Oops, let's go back real quick. And then I have one for just Fierce Fit. This is cool. So as a team, we had 656 Success Club points in February. In March, when we reach 750 Success Club points as a team, and I'm going to put a tally sheet up so that you will be responsible for editing it and adding in your Success Club points as we go. It's going to be a document that I pinned to the top of Fierce Fit, so you'll edit it when you get Success Club points and help to change people's lives. When we hit 750 as a team, I'll give away 3 Lululemon gift cards to 3 different people. One for somebody that's coach status, the highest Success Club earner as a brand new coach or coach status. You don't have to be a new coach. You can be in there as long as you want, just paid coach. What the top SC earner for Emerald or Ruby, and then the overall top SC earner for March. So 3 $100 gift cards are going to be going out to you guys just for doing what you're supposed to do anyway. I thought it'd just be a fun way to like encourage each other and say, let's get some more points. Let's get some more points. Let's help more people. Let's work together and help us to get going with March Madness. There's just so many great challenge pack opportunities to take advantage of right now. There's something for literally everyone. So, okay. I'm so excited to introduce to you my upline sponsor, Coach Teresa Hanson. She's also a mom of the most adorable little kids. Teresa and I met in Tucson when I lived there for a brief while. I got transferred there when I was the manager of the Buckle. And Teresa was my right-hand gal, and she stepped in when I went on maternity leave and took over the store for me for a few weeks while I was doing that. And she was just my go-to person there, and she hated fashion, hated it. But she just liked to hang out and talk with people. So she just did really well. And now she fell in love with, I'll let her share a little bit of her story, but she fell in love with the programs, got started as a coach, and has been coaching for about, I think, 4.5 years, I'll let her tell you. And she's a 6-star diamond coach in one business center, a 2-star diamond coach in another business center. Her husband's business center she runs as well, and she's an emerald coach. That's pretty cool to have that many businesses that you're running at the same time, and they're all succeeding. She's a Success Club legend, and she makes money. Her highest paycheck is about $8,000 per week, and I know that the average isn't much lower. So I'm going to go ahead and stop screen sharing so that she can take over, and I am super excited to have her on. She's amazing. Just a great person overall, and I'm the lucky one that gets to call her mine. Okay, let's see. How do I do that? Stop share. Teresa, can you go ahead and unmute and take over, lady?
Well, hi, everybody. Thanks, Emma, for that introduction. I still think it's funny because I still hate fashion, but, I do like talking to people.
You still message me.
I know, like, what do I wear? Really, I really hate fashion. I can pick out the best workout outfit, though. No, we've been friends for a long time. Emma is funny. It's funny because nobody wanted to give me a chance to get to hire me when I was looking for a job. So I got laid off, and I was an engineer, and nobody wanted it. I just needed money. I just needed to work somewhere, and Emma was the only one that gave me a chance to work there, and worked there for almost a year. And it got me through a lot of really hard times and not having to go home. So that was awesome, and forever grateful for that. And it was so awesome when we started connecting again through Facebook. I've been a coach for almost 5.5 years. I started in 2009, but I didn't actually start right away. I mean, I was just doing it for the discount. I like Shakeology. I've been a Beachbody customer forever. And so I decided to join. And so it was a slow progression for me. Like Emma said, we didn't have challenge packs. We didn't have Coach Basics. We didn't have anything. My upline started probably around the same time I did. So there really wasn't anything in place. There was this like 90 days to diamond thing. And we had no idea what we were doing. And I just didn't think this was going to be something I was going to do because I'm not a salesperson. I'm a computer engineer. I just sit in my dark corner. But it took a while to get it. It wasn't that my team got it. It was that I got it. And so it took a few years. I mean, I recruited some people that were on it. I mean, Emma and, Dara and, a lot of people that it took a while to convince them to join. As you hear many of their stories, it took like a year for some people to sign up. But now I think with the combined efforts of what we all have at our fingertips, the trainings and the other amazing leaders, like they say, success leaves clues, and just plugging in and taking ownership of what I wanted and realizing that this is such an amazing opportunity that everybody should be doing it. So I had a really awesome month, probably one of my best months ever in 5 years last month. And so Emma asked me to kind of share my slow start and how it's not slow anymore. I did create like a little quick PowerPoint presentation just to so you don't have to look at my face all the time, because I know it's kind of, I don't want to look at my face all the time. So I think if I just screen share, I can probably do it, right, Emma? I think.
Yeah, go ahead and hit the screen share. I just have to say this really quick, but I remember at the Buckle when after I hired you, I just thought you were cool and wanted to hang out with you, and that's why I hired you, so we could talk all day. But I remember saying to you, like you were dating Corey then, and you were married your 2 kids, and the first time we reconnected on Facebook, I was like, "Oh, are you still with that guy?" We talked about that.
No, I think the best part was like, I think T really likes white guys because she's with another white guy, and I'm like, no, it's the same white guy.
But no, but that's what I was trying to with Teresa. Like, she did really well at the Buckle, and it wasn't that she loved fashion and she loved that, but she got people, and she's doing really well as a coach. And this is her very successful business. She left out the part that she was like the primary breadwinner kind of for her family for a little while, and she replaced it with this. And was able to do that and get home and stay home with her kids. Her kids are very small, so she's totally not tooting her own horn. But this girl has learned to master the skills and has been taught, because this was not something that, oh, I teach fitness classes, oh, I'm in the DVDs. She didn't even start working out till she was, 30?
Pretty much. Yeah. I didn't like to get my hair wet, so I didn't sweat. I didn't like to sweat. I didn't. When I was in college, I think I went to the gym a total of 2 times. And one of them was to work out, and I thought everybody was crazy. And I wanted a beer, so I left. And then the second time, I went to go see my old roommate play water polo. Like, I was not a fitness person. I love fitness now. I cannot live without sweating, but it wasn't something that I wasn't an athlete. I was, I think the only thing that I really did to sweat was maybe dance. And, that was not like choreographed dance. That was just,
going out.
Yeah, I was just going out and booty shaking, it was nothing health related, anything. I was Jack in the Box ultimate cheeseburgers all through college. And then it caught up with me after I graduated. And so that's when I went, through 8 years of fad diets and wraps and pills and creams and anything you can think of to lose weight other than eating good and working out. Yeah. Until Sean T came into my life. Yeah. And he changed everything.
But when you can learn skills and you can change your habits at any time. Yeah. But Teresa's transformation, like last year when she was pregnant, she was worried that she would be able to lose the weight. But this girl has worked her tail off. whether she wanted to or not, no excuses. And this mama is, I mean, you should see her biceps and her leg muscles and her abs. Oh, I just showed you a picture. She is ripped, and she's only getting more ripped. And that's what's helping her business to take off, is people are like, whoa, you're not quitting ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I trust you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, that seriously, I think, was probably like a big thing with a lot of people, because I know a lot of people that I talked to when I first started to coach that thought I was, what, T's doing what? Like nobody really believed it. But 5 years later, I'm still doing this. I lost the weight 3 times, once because of bad habits, the second time because I got pregnant with my daughter and I gained 65 pounds. And I was trying to be healthy. Like I literally was trying to be healthy, and I was working out and doing this, and I still gained 65 pounds. Mama gets big when mama gets pregnant. I mean, like big, like it's not cute. I'm not a cute pregnant person. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen the pictures after I had, I'm like, people lie. I was not cute. All belly. No, I was not all belly. I was all belly, all butt, all everything. And then I lost the weight, and then I had Kason, and even though I gained 10 pounds less than I did with Kaya, I started 10 pounds heavier, so I still was the same weight. Yeah, those pictures, that time hop sometimes is not fun. Not fun when you see what you look like exactly the year before. I'm like, and I thought I looked good back then. So yeah, no. But I didn't stop, and I never stopped, and I never stopped the business. Even you can ask Emma, there was many times I'm like, why am I doing this? Nobody wants to say yes. But I just knew that I didn't have an option. Like I didn't ever wanted to go to work and I never wanted to put my kids in daycare. I didn't want anybody else raising my kids. I'm a control freak when it comes to my kids. I control everything. I can't help it. And, so I never stopped. I just kept adding people to my network, and because I never stopped, people realizing that along the way, whether there were people that knew me from way, way, way back in the day, or people who just met me on Facebook at the beginning of my transformation, are now saying, you're not quitting. I'm getting people coming to my page saying, we see you post that you're getting up every day and you're doing it, and so that's encouraging people. And they want to join. They want to know what it is, whether they join that day, but they want to be a part of the culture in some way or another. And so that has been what has been very helpful, to recruit people, not just for challenges, but to recruit people and have them trust me, know that I'm not full of crap, to join the team. That if I'm saying it's going to work, then they're doing a leap of faith with me, it's awesome. And so it kind of makes me want to work even harder to make sure that they took that leap of faith for a reason. So, yeah. So let me start this. I'm going to screen share this. Okay. All right. So, Emma asked me to do this. This is good for everybody, because one of the things to attract successful coaches, it definitely starts with you. Like you definitely have to, and this is something that took me a long time to figure out, lots of help with Emma. I'll tell you this. She always says no, but it was lots of help with her, that it is what you think. If you want confident, you want successful coaches, you want coaches that believe in the product, that are not, fighting you on new things or anything like that, that they have faith in it, that, you want Beachbody lifers, then you have to be a Beachbody lifer. You have to have the confidence in you. You have to, be successful. I mean, you have to think that you're all this stuff if you want to attract it, and if you want people to think that you are, because if you're confident, people want to follow confident people. And confident doesn't mean you know all the answers. Confident means that there is even, if you don't know the answers or you're not sure of it, that you're confident enough to say that you don't, and you can find the answers, or, that, just at least admitting that you don't know everything, because we're not supposed to know everything. We don't have to be experts at this. So it definitely starts with you. So how do you start, how do you gain that confidence, especially for brand new coaches, or even like me? It took me, I wasn't a brand new coach until I really felt confident in what I was doing. So how do we build our confidence? Well, the thing is, it's drilled in us, but it's true. You have to be consistent in those vital behaviors. If you're not doing those vital behaviors every day, then you're not going to build the momentum and you're not going to have confidence. So they're there for a reason. They were created for a reason. People are using them. So being consistent with that is definitely going to help with your confidence. Getting in the trainings, whether they're from Beachbody or the team or even accountability groups, the push groups or something that's going to keep you accountable to your vital behaviors, that is going to help you be confident. If you're a brand new coach, getting into a training so that you're confident in the business to know what it's all about. Fake it until you make it. Seriously, just keep telling yourself that you are confident or that you're successful or that this is going to work, and you'll start believing it, and then people will start believing you. I mean, that's all it is. It's people believing in your word and trusting your word. The other thing, if you have done, your Coach Basics or read The Compound Effect, that's one of the things that he says. And I took this really to heart, and I know this has helped me, is that when you're helping somebody else gain confidence, that's through hosting a Coach Basics for your brand new coaches or doing challenge groups to help people reach their goals. If you're helping them reach their confidence and then they tell you how much you're helping them, that's going to help you with your confidence to know that, yes, I can help somebody, because that's what we're doing as coaches. As coaches, we're helping people, whether it is to hit their fitness goals or to hit their financial goals. We're here to help people. So the more people that you can help them reach it, the better confidence you're going to have. And that was, something that, I needed to learn myself, is that it had to meet me helping somebody else. And that was going to help me in the long run. Personal development, that is part of our vital behaviors, but and know we hear it all the time. And I know for myself, it was so hokey pokey. I'm like, oh, I'm going to read a personal development book. I'm going to learn how to be a leader. I was very, very, very hesitant and didn't want to spend the time or make the time to do it. But once I started really reading the books, The Magic of Thinking Big, the 21 Laws, the Compound Effect, and I don't read anymore. I just listen to audio. I just don't have time to read. If I read, I'll fall asleep. Honestly, if I get 2 sentences, I'm asleep. So I listen to audio, but it still works. It definitely, it works. It helps you think outside the box. It helps you, really grasp different concepts and really helps build that confidence so that you know how to handle situations, or even help your coaches handle situations and help relate to other people's situations. So that's where you're going to start your confidence. Once you feel confident, you're going to it's going to shine from you, and people are going to feel it even through Facebook and through a computer, it's going to be through your post, what you're posting. They're going to see that you're confident, and people want to be around confident people, because confident people will make other people feel good. And if you make other people feel good, they want to be around you. They want to join you. They want to do what you're doing. So you got to build that. You have to work on you first. So the other thing that's going to help you attract successful coaches, or coaches that are not, they're going to be strong in the business and want to stick with the business with you, is that they have belief in the products. They have faith in the business that it's going to get them to their goals. But you have to believe that first. You have to believe what you're doing, that is the best products out there, that it's the best business out there, the best compensation plan, everything that you're about, that if you honestly believe it, that all the products are worth the money. If you believe it and you don't have any hesitations that way, then people are going to believe it too. So what are you going to do? Complete a program. Why is anybody going to buy a program from you if you don't complete it? If you don't start it and then have some results, you don't have to have the most amazing results or have abs. Your transformation doesn't actually have to be physical. It can just be mental. And I'll tell you, I promise you, when you finish a program and you have that sense of, I did it, it's going to show, and people are going to want that. If you provide hey, yes, maybe I'm not exactly at that weight, or I didn't get the abs, or, whatever it is, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do another round, or I'm going to do another program. You feel that sense of pride. People are going to feel it, and they're going to want that pride. People want to feel proud of themselves. They want somebody to tell them that they're proud of them, so complete a program. Just, that's what we're doing. That's our job. Do it. Drink your Shakeology daily. How are you going to tell somebody to spend this much money on something that you're not drinking it yourself? That you can't share why it's helping you, what's it doing, for your life? How is it making you feel better? What is it doing to your digestive system, your weight loss, your hair, your skin, whatever? If you're drinking it and you believe in it and you believe that it's worth every single penny, then people are going to believe it too. I can't live without it. I drink it twice a day sometimes, especially with 21 Day Fix. I could not get through Countdown to Competition without Shakeology. I'm sorry. You need it, because if you like sweets, you can't get through it. And I was like wanting to kill people until I drank like something because I needed carbs. So, I mean, it's important. And if I didn't have that, how am I going to share that with somebody? If I don't have that faith and believe that it's worth it, nobody else is going to believe it either. Learn to be a storyteller and learn stories of other people. You may be brand new, but the other good thing about being able to share stories with your audience, but if you learn these stories and know that they're just normal people that are having success in the business, then you believe that you can do it too. I know one of the reasons I went from a discount coach to an active coach was learning the stories of other coaches. When I was actually seeing the income that some of these coaches were bringing home, and that they, not only were they quitting their job, but they were helping their spouses quit their jobs because of the income that they were, earning from being a coach, then I started believing in the business. And so I believed in the business. The other people believed in the business with me. But if you don't know the story, you don't know what's going on, you don't get a national wake-up call and hear what they're saying, then you don't know what to share. You don't know how it's going to relate to yourself. So learning to be your storyteller for yourself and others, and learning what this business is doing for everybody that's engaged, is going to build that belief and faith in it.
Teresa.
So, yeah.
So when I signed up to coach, I remember when you told me our first Get Started Right call, or actually it was before I signed up to coach, and it was before challenge packs. And I remember you saying, you just pay the $39 and you're going to drink Shakeology every day because that's just what you're going to do. And we were so broke. And I remember thinking, there's just no way. And I remember you saying, and you're going to help 3 people to drink it a month. And then that's how you're going to pay for it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I did my research on Shakeology and I knew what it was, but your simple confidence that this is just what you do to be successful. I remember that's like all I needed. And thinking, okay, I'm going to drink Shakeology. I'm going to sign up with the auto ship crap and I'm going to do this. But sometimes coaches, all you need is to say, this is what we do to be successful. And I remember that so distinctively. And then the other thing that really helped me that she's talking about that she doesn't think she did was I remember her getting her Insanity shirt. And I was so jealous that she had an Insanity I earned it t-shirt and I didn't have one. Cause I was like, I wonder if I could hang with the big boys, because Teresa wasn't really all that into fitness before, and I'm like, I've been fit my whole life, and so her just having the confidence that you do this, you complete this is what we do, made me want to do it. And she didn't have to convince me, because her tone, and she didn't have to give me an hour spiel or paragraph about it. She just said, this is what we do. And she just posted a picture of her saying, I earned my shirt. And I was like, I want that. And I was mad. Even her talking about 21 Day Fix, that she earned it, that makes me want to go buy more cod. And I don't like it. And I'm going to do it so I can finish the dumb program. I don't know. I just had to say that, it matters. It mattered to me. So it matters to others as well. So
yeah. When you, it's just the same thing as they say. If you tell, you hit Success Club 5. That's what we do. You drink your Shakeology is what you do. I mean, that's what we do. Then they have no choice. Like, they don't know any other way. Like my kids, they say, well, the teachers say, your kids eat so well. Do you eat any processed food? And like, they don't know any better. They don't know any worse. They don't know to go ask for McDonald's. Like, that's just, they don't know it, So don't let them know the bad part, let them know that this is what you do. This is what we deal with. This is our job, So once you can, you built all that confidence, you have the faith and belief in everything that you're doing. Now it's time to share. And that's when we start using the Facebook and sharing. And this is something else that I know that I've ramped up in the last 2 years, because I'm not that much of a sharing person. Like, it may seem like it, but I don't. It takes a lot of effort for me to share a lot of stuff, especially on social media. But by sharing your stuff, sharing your successes, which Emma knows I'm really bad about that, sharing your failures, but making sure when you share your failures, you share what your plan is to get out of the failure. Just by sharing that, and you're going to build that trust with the people on Facebook, and then they're going to want to see what's going to happen next. They're going to want to join you. They're going to believe you when you say, I want you to be a coach because this and this and this is going to happen. Because you share with them and you built that credibility. That's the word I'm looking for. The credibility. They're going to want to join you, so you got to get it out there. You work on yourself and then you put it out there so that people want to join you. So I know a lot of people don't make the budget, especially it's brand new for coaches. For brand new coaches, it's hard, but I know making a budget for ads on Facebook has been really a big thing for me. Nobody's gonna look for Teresa Hanson. They don't know who I am. Emma knew me because she hired me. I mean, but just like most of the coaches that I've met and they have joined the team in the last, 6 months, I would have never met if it wasn't for an ad. There's a lot of people, some amazing women that I would not have a awesome relationship with right now if it wasn't for an ad. Putting it out there so that they see it on their news feed and then join them, but then making sure that when they do join my page that there's some awesome content or something that's going to keep them engaged, and that I friend request them, that I take the initiative to they like to post of mine, I'm going to send them a friend request and then start that conversation that way. A lot of my coaches and my team used to come from different pages or groups, but literally in the last 6 to 12 months, most everybody that I met on Facebook has not been from a group. It's been from somebody who found me or liked my page or liked to post from an ad that I did, and now they're a part of Team Motivate. Or they joined the challenge group and then became a part of Team Motivate. But it is the ads. I know, Facebook can be funky sometimes and they have all these different rules, but sometimes you just have to play the game with them, and you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money, but it does help recruit coaches. It helps recruit the people that you want, because if you do, focus ads and you're targeting the right people, you're going to get the right people that are going to mesh with you on your team. So this is a thing that's definitely something that you want to try to budget for. And that was just really cool because I was playing with it. Okay, so another thing that has definitely been a big game changer for me in the last, again, 6 to 8 months is hosting more sneak peeks and hosting more webinars. And whether they're coaching opportunity webinars or challenge pack webinars or Shakeology webinars. It's something that I read on the GoPro last year, and it didn't really hit home to me for a few months afterwards, but it says in the GoPro, it says the person leading the events is the one who gains the most. So if you're leading it, or not even leading it, but at least co-hosting webinars or sneak peeks or anything like that, then you are going to gain the most. Like just sitting in the background and letting other people do it, which I did for a long time. I was writing, Janelle said it at Leadership, I was writing the coattails of other leaders, which made my business not move. But once I got off those coattails and started taking, charge and taking ownership of my business, that was a big game changer. And like I said, these webinars that I've been doing, I know it's attracting people. They're seeing my face, they're seeing who I am, and they're joining. They want to join. They want to be a part of this. And But if I just kept okay, I'll do it here, do it there, do it with somebody else without taking ownership, I wouldn't be where I am right now, with all these brand new coaches that are ready to take charge. So you need to start taking charge if you want your business to start moving and attract successful coaches to your team. So always remember, the person who's going to be leading it or co-leading the events, the live webinars, the sneak peeks and stuff like that, are the ones who are going to totally gain the most out of it. The other thing that has been really successful for me is converting challengers to coaches. This script right here, I actually got from Emma. She sent this to me, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I still use it. And the thing is, just those simple little sentences right there makes people so happy that you notice them. And by making somebody happy and giving them credibility and giving them the acknowledgement that they are doing awesome, give them an open mind to learn about it. On a normal basis, they probably been closed-minded and not even want to learn. But giving them that little hey, you're awesome. I'm so happy that you're a part of this. It goes oh, somebody noticed that I did something. Somebody's actually paying attention to what I'm doing and seeing what I'm doing. So then they're more open to okay, tell me a little bit about this, and they may not sign up after the 30-day challenge is over or 60 days, but at least you planted the seed and you can get them on your next sneak peek or invite them to your next webinar. One of the things that I, from the last slide, is that planning your events and planning how it works with you is probably one of the smart things that I have done with my webinars and the sneak peeks and making my list of people to contact, because I always have a challenge Coach Basics starting the first Monday of the month, right? So a week or two, the last 2 weeks of the month, I'm inviting people to join. I'm going to have this internship and this is going to help your business and, come on, join us. So, let's say, I get 10 people interested, maybe only 2 want to join, but I have 8 other people that in the week after the Coach Basic starts or whatever I'm calling it that month, I have a sneak peek starting. So those people that were on the fence, but they didn't, pull the trigger and sign up, I can invite them a week later to a sneak peek. And so because they're on the fence, but then they're a part of this, 5 days of getting a behind the scenes of what coaching is, and other coaches are talking about how amazing things are. So it's more planting the seeds, more engaging. And then I have a couple more weeks to get them to join the next Coach Basics training. So that has been working too. It's just and constantly checking that list. And then same thing with the challengers, whenever you're talking to them, if you have, when your sneak peek is starting or your next webinar is starting or your next Coach Basics, you already have that plan, then you have something to invite them to join and learn about it. The last thing, is tracking and following up. Like I was saying, if you are making sure that you're tracking the people that you talk to, finding a system that works for you. I know some people can do it on the fly or once a day or a few times a week. I do it probably a few times a week where I go through my messages and then track them. I just so much going on that on the fly doesn't work for me. And it also just depends on how busy you are. I remember doing it on the fly used to work for me because I didn't have that many people I was talking to. But now there's so much going on that I can't do it on the fly to keep up, but I make sure that I track the people and then I set the time to follow up with them. So by, again, going back to what I was saying, if you already have what you're planning for your sneak peek and your webinars, then you can take that time to follow up with them and invite them to these different events so that they can learn more about it and make a really good decision to join you. And you never let people fall through the cracks if you're having a really good tracking and following up system. It's error and trial. Everybody's different, but you have to find something that's going to work for you. So that's just basically the few things I've learned in the last year that has definitely, made a 180 on my business. And really it just, the main thing that I wanted to wanted this to be said or understood is that it does start with you having the confidence and you believing in the products and believing in yourself and believing in your team and what you can offer people and letting that be known. And the people want to be a part of that. So that's all I have. I will stop the screen share. And if anybody has any questions. Okay.
I'll let the team go if they have questions.
I have a question. This is Dana.
Hey, Dana.
Hi. So you talked about having an ad budget for Facebook, and I know I've done a little bit of that. What do you think is a good ad budget for someone who's just starting?
I mean, even right now, my page ad, when I run it, I usually do like $5 to $8 a day. Like, that's it. When I'm doing like a post boost or like something for an event or for like something that is just like a couple of days, I will up it. I'll do like maybe $40, $50 a day, but it's only for 2 days, but for my page, I do only do like $5. Sometimes I've gone down to even $3. Like I just kind of play around with, what gets the most people. And since I also, I spent a lot of time on podcasts of learning how to do Facebook ads, like Amy Porterfield and Shalene Johnson. I listened to them and to really, because I learned, or not, I'm not saying I'm learned, I'm not an expert at it. I've been trying this of really like pigeonholing the people that I want my ads to be seen. And by doing that, I don't have to spend that much money, but I get quality people. So yeah, for my page, I go from like $3 to $8 a day when I'm running it, and I don't run it constantly. I do it like for a few weeks here and there. But then for like a sneak peek post or a challenge book post or anything like that, I do go up to about like $40 or $50, but it's only for like 2 days.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions?
Well, can I just add something real quick, Emma?
Sure.
If you haven't been running ads, it's really tempting just to hit that boost post button. And I've heard a lot that you don't want to do that because it's kind of like a slot machine or playing the lottery. You're just kind of throwing your money away. There's so much more functionality where you can go in and you can target your ad for your specific audience. Or, for example, if it's for a challenge group, it makes a lot of sense to target it to people who have already liked your page versus to everybody, because the people who have already liked your page show interest in it. So if you're just kind of venturing into running ads on Facebook, I really suggest that you do a little bit of your own research, but don't just hit the boost post button because you're throwing your money away.
Great.
Yeah, definitely. I know I use the Power Editor. I go on Chrome and I go use the Power Editor, and I'm not an expert at it. I kind of fumble through it and point and click and voila, something happens. I really use it more. I use the Power Editor more for the target audience, and by the target audience, I can still go, now that I have a saved target audience, I can still go do a boost from there, and it lists that target audience that I can specify for that target audience. So I don't have to go to the Power Editor. But yeah, I definitely use the Power Editor a lot more. But again, it's just kind of pointing, clicking right now. I'm not too much an expert at that right now. I'm still messing with it, but I definitely I do suggest that you do ads, because I'm like Emma says, nobody knew who I was. A lot of people still don't know who I am. But without ads to bring people, here to my door, to my party, then, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Because I know a lot of my coaches, a lot of people on Team Motivate, I met because they came to my page from an ad. I think I just saw a chat that somebody asked how important or critical a like page versus your personal page. The thing that I think that's the best part about a personal page is that you can do ads, is that you can track who sees your posts, so you know what people like and what they don't like. And it's just kind of a little satisfaction when I'm on my page and I can see that like 900 people saw this post versus when I go on my personal page and I don't know who saw it, and so it just kind of gives you a little bit more of the analytics of knowing who you're going to be marketing and what they want to see. And and it's funny because I hate fashion, but on my page, whenever I post anything about fashion, that's the most engagement I get ever. I'm like, really? I had this great content and such a motivational post, but you want to help me figure out what to wear to Shanti. Okay, cool. Let's see there.
Hey, I have a question. How critical do you think it's been for your success to celebrate other success in a public way?
I think it's very, very successful. Maybe not so much of attracting new people, but I think it's something that I had to learn, and something that, again, Emma has taught me, that it's more, for me, it seems like it's more helpful for my coaches. It's more helpful to get them even more excited and to help the other coaches on the team want to do that. Just like Emma saying, like, she wanted that t-shirt. I noticed that the more I can celebrate people's successes, it makes everybody on the team want to be a part of that celebration and be a part of that. I'm honestly, I don't know how much has actually attracted new people, but I know it has helped the people that are with me now. It was something that I had to be taught how to do, because it's not something that was ingrained in me, because I'm not somebody that needs that kind of stuff. I just do it because I need to do it, and I have my reasoning why I do it. And so, again, the thing that shouldn't everybody just do it because they want to do it? And it's not that. Everybody has their different pushes and reasons why they do stuff. So, but I have noticed that, and like I said, it's something that another thing that I had to learn how to do, is that celebrating people's successes, small, big, huge, little, whatever, it helps the team morale for me. It's what I've noticed more. Maybe not, I don't know so much about new people, but I definitely is very important for the people that have joined me and wanted to be a part of everything.
Awesome. Any other questions? And if there's questions about Power Editor, I know that Kent was planning on doing a training on that for us when it's his turn to do our team call. And I would just strongly suggest that you take a minute and go find out the information for yourself, because that's what leaders do. That's what Teresa did. That's a big thing that I want to say, is that if you're trying to recruit people that want success, then you want to take their success into your hands and not pass it to your upline. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Because they're going to want to trust you. And that's what's been cool about Teresa, is that I knew that no matter what, like if there was something I needed, she didn't go, well, go ask someone else, or go ask Janelle Summers or whatever. She was like, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. Let's try it. I don't know. Let's figure it out. And even though she didn't have anyone to go up the line to, she always just went in and dove in and found out, or we found out together, and we did a lot of things together to kind of test the waters. And some worked and some sucked. Oh well. And now we're here.
That's the beauty of Google. You know what I mean? Like, you just figure it out. And like, for me right now, I'm a really big junkie for podcasts. I listen to Amy Porterfield. Like, if you want to know a lot more about marketing or Facebook marketing and stuff like that, and email marketing, Amy Porterfield she's on point, and she gives a lot of free stuff on her website. So I definitely, if you really want to get more into that and learn more about that before, not wait for a training or anything like that, I highly recommend checking out her podcast and going to her websites, because she gives scripts, she gives a lot of just downloadable stuff from her page. It's really good. content, very good content. I actually started listening to her more than I do Shalene now. Don't tell her.
Yeah, well, I've listened to all of Shalene's, and so I'm Shalene, because that was something new. But awesome. Thank you so much, Teresa, for hosting our call tonight. I'm so happy for you that I know you fought for Elite hard, because when you have such a strong business, it's even harder to get to Elite sometimes, because you have to outdo last year. And so I'm just super proud of everything that you're doing. I'm so honored to be in this business with you, and that we've been able to do all this together. And I know you're attracting success because you're walking the walk. And that's the first and foremost thing that you're doing. And so I would say, if you don't know where to start, you start with your transformation story, like she said. So start there, build and build. It's kind of like building a house. You have to have the foundation. And she was great at that. So y'all, thank you for being on. I know that if you get sick of hearing from me, that now that I just said, don't ask my upline, but if you do get sick of hearing from me, she would be happy to answer questions, because she's awesome like that. And she just loves to help people. And that's always been how she is from the very beginning. So, all right, everyone, have a great night. If you are in the leader training group, you can stay on. You don't have to log off, because we're going to be kicking that one off next. So,
Emma, I love you and thank you.
Love you too.